Well, this week, some of the most high-profile Republicans are meeting in one place. The Conservative Political Action Conference is underway in Maryland.
It gives big-name Republicans a platform to spread their conservative message and gain support just in time for the 2014 midterm elections. ABC 12's Jacqueline Policastro is there with a look at what this will mean at the polls in November, all new at 11.
The biggest conservative political heavyweights are spending time with their biggest fans. That's what this annual meeting is all about. But don't think that Democrats aren't paying attention too, because everyone has a stake in this year's midterm elections.
How about Michigan? How about Michigan?
From Chris Christie to Donald Trump, the most conservative Republicans are pulling out all the stops. They're schmoozing with their devoted party faithful and rallying to keep Republicans in control of the House this November. That means in Michigan, these Republicans are pulling for Congressman Dave Camp, who might be facing a Republican challenger, but is still a favorite.
Yes, I am totally ready.
Congresswoman Candace Miller tells us she's campaigning, ready to take on challengers, and proud.
I always intend to run on my record, and I spend a lot of time out in my district.
As Republicans exert their power at the CPAC meeting, the president is pushing his electoral position through his new budget priorities and candidates like Democratic Congressman Dan Kildee, who tells us he's prepared for the primary.
I don't like to spend all of my time thinking about re-election. I figure good politics is really made of good policy. If I do a good job, it doesn't matter what happens, the voters will return me.
Sure, these meetings are as overt as they come, but most of the politicking really does happen behind the scenes. Inside the headquarters of the Democratic Congressional Campaign Committee, the communications director slams some of the Republicans running for House seats and tells us this.
2014 is going to be a big year. I think at the end of the day, the question that Americans are going to go into the voting booth asking themselves is who's on my side, who's got my back. And I think time and again the answer to that question will be the Democrat.
And a spokesperson at the National Republican Congressional Committee says the GOP will be focusing on one big issue this election year.
We believe that this election really is about Obamacare. Pretty much every Democrat in the country who is running for re-election or who's running in a House seat supports Obamacare.
Since midterms are smaller than presidential races, the strategy is all about reaching a party's core voters. That's exactly what Republicans are doing here and what we can expect to see happen on the ground in Michigan leading up to the August primary. Reporting in Maryland, Jacqueline Policastro, ABC 12 News.